our pursuit of truth, one subtle but significant obstacle often stands in our way: the drive to be right. This desire to validate ourselves and assert our beliefs is so powerful that it can overshadow the very connection we seek. There is a profound truth at the heart of our journey for understanding. True peace and unity do not come from always being right or knowing everything, but from embracing humility and love. While knowledge can expand our minds, only love and openness expand our hearts. Real growth, real connection, lies not in proving ourselves, but in approaching life and others with a spirit of compassion, leaving behind the heavy burden of needing to be right. As we strive to understand and grow, we often find ourselves caught in this very need to be right. Our fragile egos cling to validation, hoping that our opinions and knowledge will somehow prove our worth. Beneath this drive lies a deeply human longing to be valued, seen, and understood. Yet, ironically, this attachment to being right can create walls, blocking the openness needed to truly connect. When we cling too tightly to our beliefs and opinions, we lose sight of the richer truths that lie in the perspectives of others. In our pursuit of validation, we risk losing the beauty that comes from listening and sharing. Our obsession with being right and using knowledge to promote the ego has had tragic consequences throughout history. Wars have been waged, families torn apart, relationships destroyed, and lives lost, all because of pride, ego, and the inability to embrace humility. In today's digital age, this pattern has only intensified. Social media and online platforms have become battlegrounds where people fight to assert their views, where opinions and egos clash, and where misinformation and hostility spread like wildfire. The need to be right is now a form of sickness, a global epidemic that fosters division, aggression, and loneliness. Instead of uniting us, our need to win arguments or assert our knowledge often isolates us, leaving a trail of broken connections in its wake. This struggle between knowledge and love reveals itself when our pursuit of truth becomes more about status than connection. Knowledge, when it becomes something to prove or a way to be seen, can divide us rather than unite us, subtly isolating us from each other. Ancient wisdom has often reminded us that while knowledge fuels the intellect, it is humility and love that feed the soul. The need to be right, however, can eclipse these deeper values, preventing us from using our knowledge to uplift and nurture others. True wisdom isn't about being right, it's about understanding, sharing, and letting go of our own need to be elevated. As we grow older, many of us come to realize that wisdom is not about knowing all the answers or proving ourselves right. Real growth often emerges when we accept how little we truly understand, and in this acceptance lies a profound peace. Humility creates space for love to flourish, allowing us to meet others where they are without needing to be right. Paradoxically, it is in our openness to not knowing that we begin to see life with greater clarity, realizing that life's depth and beauty cannot be fully captured by facts or fixed opinions. Letting go of being right invites a fresh openness to each other and to life itself. The irony of our modern age is that, despite living in a time where we are more connected than ever, many of us feel increasingly isolated. Along the way, we have become fractured, turning inward, each of us retreating into the safety of our own knowledge or pride. The pressures of competition, the desire for recognition, and perhaps the wounds we carry have led us to a place where the need to be right often overshadows compassion, and knowledge frequently outweighs love. Yet, beneath it all, there remains a quiet knowing within us that we are meant for more than isolation. We long for unity, for a peace that only humility and love can bring. To rediscover this unity and create a world of genuine collective sharing, we must let go of our pride in being right and embrace a spirit of humility. The journey to peace begins within each of us, in releasing the need to be right and allowing love to take its place. When knowledge becomes a way to understand and uplift others rather than a measure of status, it ceases to be a tool of ego and becomes a gift of unity. Choosing love over the need for validation opens us to the sacred beauty of shared connection, building a world that reflects our common humanity and higher purpose. In the end, it is love, not our pride in knowledge or being right, that strengthens, sustains, and heals us. As we move forward, let us remember to let humility dissolve the boundaries of ego, inviting love to guide us. May we journey together into a world where knowledge serves the higher purpose of unity and compassion, allowing love to build us up, bind us together, and illuminate our way forward.